So I already know that this is probably going to be a big debate for this video, but the Bears have the most cap entering the 2023 NFL offseason. Ryan Poles is going to have to use some of that money on a running back, whether that be to get depth for Khalil Herbert if he makes him running back one, re-signing David Montgomery, or bringing in a different running back. Let's jump into free agency and someone the Bears could consider if they were to hit the market. Today, we are hitting on potential free agent Saquon Barkley, running back for the New York Giants. Before I jump into any more, I just want to put out there that I love David Montgomery and I hope to see him back as a Chicago Bear. But this is a business, and Ryan Poles wants to put the best team possible on the field. Monty may want too much. Barkley may want a really good deal in order to come to a team where he can make an immediate impact. The Giants still could franchise tag him, but this is if he were to hit the market. Could Saquon Barkley be the guy to upgrade our backfield? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. I'm here to share my thoughts on if the Chicago Bears should consider or even bring in Saquon Barkley. Before I jump into it, please make sure you hit the like button on this video. Comment in the comment section below your thoughts if we should bring in him or not. And if you really like this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. So let's get into Saquon Barkley, a 5'11", 233 running back for the New York Giants, a 5-year pro drafted in 2018 out of Penn State in the first round, going to be 26 years old entering next season, entering the prime of his career, a huge bounce back for the last couple of years after coming off an ACL injury that he sustained in 2020, which he ironically suffered at Soldier Field against the Chicago Bears. There has been new grass put in since then, and much less injuries. Let's just put that out there real quick. Barkley is an all-pro type running back, though, and that is why there is strong consideration he could come to Chicago. Let's break down his 2022 stats. In the regular season, Barkley was voted to the Pro Bowl due to his stats. He had 295 rushes for 1,312 yards. He averaged 82 yards per game, 4.4 yards per carry, and 10 rushing touchdowns. He is a dual threat back as he had 57 receptions for 338 yards, averaging 5.9 yards per catch. A lethal weapon that can do it all. Also a very strong blocking running back, something that David Montgomery was able to provide for the Bears this year and something that Khalil Herbert still needs to work on. Someone who could bring that blocking running back skill to the Chicago Bears if we were to lose David Montgomery. Teams also have to constantly plan against Saquon Barkley, especially with how dynamic he is, and those stats speak volumes themselves. Before I get into my yes or no, please consider what you guys think now after hearing that and put it in the comments section. But here is my, do we take him or do we not? As time has gone on, the great Tony Sapita has taught me never overpay a running back. Barkley is currently making $7.2 million this season as a running back, which is top 10 in the league. And if you don't know, that is a ton of money for a running back. He signed a 4-year, $32 million deal a few years back with the Giants, his current contract. Sure, he puts up great stats, but many running backs have come in onto the scene and done similar stats. Khalil Herbert didn't get hurt this year. He could have had the same exact stats as Barkley. He just doesn't have the blocking aspect. Barkley having a Pro Bowl season, he's going to want the bag again next year. If the Bears were to sign him, a 2-year, $14 million contract is the absolute top I'm giving Barkley, and that's with incentives. I doubt that will happen, though, because he's going to want big money. So I'm going to go with no. Do not sign Saquon Barkley unless he takes a huge discount and helps reset the market for running back. Poles knows that he can go out and get David Montgomery for a couple million cheaper and a very similar back. I, like Ryan Poles, am saying no. Again, unless it's too good to pass up. Put your comments in the comment section below if you think that we should bring in Saquon Barkley. I think that there are more needs that the Bears need to address before even going to a running back, considering they do have Khalil Herbert and they still can potentially re-sign David Montgomery, which Ryan Poles has said he wants to do. Thank you for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and we will see you guys next time.